Hey guys, it's Drunk with Friends. It's your girl V.
And this is Willis.
And we're back for episode 51. Clap it up. Woo-hoo. Season 4. We are on the books and we're rolling. We had a guest today, guys, but I passed 2 guests. I don't know. They, living life, getting busy, getting paper. I ain't mad at it, but we are still here regardless, and we're still going to be drinking regardless, and still talking shit regardless. Doesn't matter. We're here. All right. With that being said, our rules are as follows. We start off with a shot. We end off with a shot. If either one of my phones go off with volume, we have to take a shot. And that's pretty much it. Going to keep it straight to the point. We have some debatable topics, some discussion topics. If you have something to say, of course, you can always comment below when we post. If you want to be on our show, you can always DM us or put a comment and I'll reach out to you via social media, DM on Instagram or Facebook. And by now, you should have your shot poured. So with that being said, I'm a little bougie today, guys. I'm drinking wine, a rosé.
A rosé.
Yeah,
rosé.
And Willis is drinking tequila. So cheers, guys.
Ooh, that was smooth.
Crazy part is, y'all don't know fucked up until y'all start taking shots of wine. Bruh.
Really?
Shots of wine? No, trust me. I used to be with my roommate, shout out to Ray. We used to take shots of wine because we was like, oh, it's not as hard. We ain't gonna get too fucked up. Shit. 8 shots in. Fucked up. I don't know if it's because it goes faster or it hit faster, but yeah, guys, it's real. So. Yeah, just want to tell you about that.
Shots.
I mean, a wine. I mean, if you could do shots of tequila, you can do shots of wine.
Sure.
You could do probably more shots of wine than you could of tequila.
It just sounds like a sugar rush. Because the wine is sweet.
Now we're older. Now we're worried about the sugar. Oh. All right, exactly. But anyway, all right. You want to start off? Or you want me to start off?
I'll start off. So, more topics.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
sip my wine.
Are you familiar with the Breakfast Club?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes they have these segments where callers call in with questions. And this caller had an interesting question, okay?
Mm-hmm. So I've been married to my wife for 21 years. Mm-hmm. We've been together for 25 years.
Okay.
She took 17 grand out of my account to give to her brother.
Ooh.
Without letting me know.
Ooh. Is it a joint account or your account?
It's a joint account.
All right, so she took $17K from our account. Is what you should say, not your.
Our account, but she didn't let me know until I found out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
has anything like this ever happened before?
Negative.
Okay, and
Never happened before. So I'm a little disappointed, and then it's only when I found out. She didn't tell me about it. Mm-hmm. And then when she told me for her brother, and I'm like, 17K? Really? You didn't discuss this beforehand?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, Damien, but what you need to do is have this conversation.
So I've been married to my wife for 21 years.
Now, what do you think he should do?
What do you think he should do?
And what would you do in this situation?
As a wife or as me being him? That should be the follow-up questions.
Your significant other took $17,000 out
just
your joint
account. Just period. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing of what I think he should do. First thing before I even tell you, I just want to say I give big kudos to this man. He has the calmness
right.
of I don't even know something to compare it to, but oh my God, I don't think I could be as calm as he is, even telling it to somebody on the radio, even telling my friend after it happened. All over again. Okay, I couldn't even say all the words out, right? So first of all, I just want to congratulate this man, and you are so calm to be $17,000 less richer.
Not less richer.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The way you put it.
The way I put it, I know. I think that it would be a serious trust issue. I really do. I think the way I would react as soon as I found out is, especially, I think this is the part that would probably make it worse. Especially if I'm the breadwinner.
Ooh,
that's
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's probably another part because we don't know. I don't know if you did some research behind it, but we don't know if they both are working or he's the breadwinner and she's at home with the kid. We don't know what the dynamic is in this relationship.
Right.
And then you took $17,000 technically of my money. Oh, God. My hands are shaking right now just thinking about it.
Smoking the city.
Oh, my God. They said when they smoke this fire, and I'm telling you, I would have burnt that bitch down. I'm telling you, I would have burnt that bitch down. $17K? Even if that shit was $1,700, I still would have been pissed.
Facts.
Because I'm like, bro, for some people, that's somebody's whole paycheck.
Yeah,
17,000? 1,700.
Yeah.
17,000? That's a car. That's some people down deposit on a house. Condo.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. People save up. That's somebody's school loan balance right now.
Yeah.
You know, like 17K. And then I think that from we could tell on his voice, the part that blows him is the most is, yeah, you took the money. That's strike number one. But then number two, you didn't even tell me until I found out and I confronted you about it. And then she said something. And then my thing is, how, as the other person who took the money, how do you explain yourself?
Yeah.
It was for my brother. For what?
Right.
Your brother, are you fucking your brother? Because I'm not understanding
That's
exactly.
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to give a sibling. And now I understand.
Is the sibling on payment plans? How is he gonna get his money back?
Bro. And then I'm like, is this investment money that y'all have gotten into a contract where you're getting residuals for being a silent partner or a silent, donator? You know,
yeah, I know
you know what I'm saying? Like when you're sewing into somebody's business or being the I think that's what it is, a donor, a private donor or something like that. I don't know. That's rich people talk. You know, that's rich people talk. You know, when you can put down 17 grand. I wish I had 17 grand.
Like, who knows how he, how long he been saving that 17 grand?
That's
or where it came from, because it could be a situation where like
the drug money.
No, or
what if it's drug money, bro? That's crazy.
Think about it, like, what if it's like one of his parents passed away and left him the money, and he just put it in an account, and then you just gave it to your brother.
And that's what that blows me. And
somebody got my money need to get put back.
I'm just like, what possessed your significant other to think that was okay?
Yeah. No, but what if they balling out rich though?
It doesn't matter. It's a principle. The principle is that you're taking money.
If I got $1 million in that joint account, 17K go missing. Are you tripping?
It's joint for a reason. Joint for a reason, which means we're letting our other significant partner know what we're doing with the house.
Yeah,
I mean with those funds.
Right. Like
for instance, me and my fiance, we're gonna get a joint bank account within the next week or two, and we already established that hey, this is the bank account that all the bills come out of. Yeah. Like we have our own separate bank accounts, but we put the money in there and have it direct deposit out of that one bank account. Our money's our money. Right. But we only put the bills in that bank account.
Makes sense.
Imagine that was their setup. Hey, we're gonna probably put this on our mortgage, or we won't have to pay no mortgage for the next year or two. And you didn't give all that money to your brother. I want to know what the brother did with this money. I want to know what $17,000 that you gave. What was this seed for? What was this seed money for?
Yeah, I don't see a case where I feel like my siblings would ask me for $17,000. I can see bail money, maybe. But I'm gonna have a conversation,
bruh. Me and my sisters don't even borrow more than like $100 or $200 from each other. At most.
I'm assuming she doesn't even have a bank account, because why she ain't giving the money out of her own bank account? Why you gotta touch our bank account?
I mean, she don't have $17,000 apparently hers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just did the joint account recently, probably like the top of this year, and my main pet peeve is him. Like, if a large sum of money's coming out,
right,
say something.
Right.
Don't let me just notice it.
Yeah, that's the part that blows. There's no communication, which then brings a bigger problem to your relationship. Besides the fact that she feels she can do whatever with your money, or y'all money. Let's say y'all, because it's joint. I'm going to think positively. Y'all money. But the fact that she didn't communicate with you, which tells me that it was like very sneaky. I don't like sneakiness.
Yeah, that was
especially with my partner.
And then I came to you. You acting like I wasn't gonna know the 17,000 mixer.
You go in there and be like, oh yeah, we probably almost at 20,000 to build that new deck. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna put another 500. Then you get that receipt when you make that deposit. You think it's gonna be 17,501?
Yeah.
That bitch says 501. You are hurt, bro. You are like, yo, what the fuck is this? This is fraud. You trying to call all the line? They're like, no, your wife pulled over. Oh, my wife did a what?
You know what? It probably said his name because you can see like certain stuff he like transferred to such and such.
That's if it was a transfer.
Well, he get.
She probably could have went in the bank and got a cashier's check.
Yeah, or she took it out cash.
Either way,
my whole thing is why am I coming to you about this money?
My thing is, why did you think it was okay in the first place?
Flip side to that, what if it was her money?
It's still the point that it was a joint bank account. If
it's
it was
questions.
It's questions. But my thing is, if I don't care if in our joint saving account is $20,000 in there, right? 17's mine and 3 is yours. That doesn't mean that you could take 5 out. That technically doesn't mean you could take 3 out.
That's true.
Because we decided this is ours. Because if we wanted to be mine or yours, we could have kept it in our separate bank accounts. But since we decided to do this jointly, it's no more like, oh, 17,000 is mine, 30,000. No, baby, this is ours. That's what you go into when you do a joint bank account. You join funds.
Okay, so in your opinion, do you think is there any type of situation where this is okay?
The only type of situation, the money, taking out the money, I see it. No, I'm sorry. I was about to be like, maybe it was like, somebody died and they need help with like a coffin or something. And but I'm thinking extreme circumstances, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, your partner should know that your mother or your whoever died.
Talk to me about it.
Talk to me. That's the communication.
The reason why you didn't talk to him because you knew he was gonna say no. What if it's the one of the cases ask for forgiveness instead of permission?
Oh well, she might end up being by herself.
Oh no, these are major grounds for divorce. Like if we already had a rocky relationship, guess what? I'm about to spend another $17,000 on a lawyer. Fuck me.
But the thing is, we don't know how long it took for him to save that bread up, or them to save that bread up.
Yeah, jointly. Yeah.
That was very selfish of her.
Yeah, very
selfish. And I think it was selfish of the brother to accept it if he knew what she did.
He asking for it. He don't give a shit.
No, not always. Some people don't ask for it. Some people literally give.
I doubt she gave the money to her brother while him asking for it.
I don't know.
I don't think it's the goodness of house.
No.
And this is just a specific number. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Take this, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why.
All right, go ahead.
There are those examples of the older brother or older sister that's always looking out for the younger one, right? So all that it takes is for your little sister to come up to you like, oh my God, they're gonna repo my car, and if I don't pay them $16,998, they're gonna da-da-da-da. Some people feel obligated to step in because they don't want their sibling or even people that are like digmatized. The females that digmatized will give them the last $500 miss out on their electric bill so that their guy won't go without. People will give their lives for people that they care about.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it's always, oh, can you help me? I do feel like some people do that so they don't have to ask because they know the type of person that they are, which is also a whole nother manipulative type of strategy method. But she could have definitely just been like, I got some money saved up, but you're gonna have to pay me back before Daryl finds out. Whatever.
I can see that.
You see what I'm saying?
Before my husband, you didn't give me this money back.
Especially, and then it's the thing: if she know her husband, if this husband is anything like my future husband, he does not check the mail for shit. Like, he doesn't check mail. Yeah. He'll bring it in and it sits on the table, which is all the bank statements, whatever bills that be coming in. Because, we're Go Green people. Yeah. We'll go online, do the auto pay, whatever. They got the payment saying. You don't really look at what's always in your bank account. Like, I know I do because I know certain bills is coming out. But after things are done, I'm like, all right. I ain't going nowhere.
If y'all do decide to get a joint, look at Navy.
Oh, yeah, we're both Navy.
So the way Navy got theirs set up, I can see my personal stuff, and I can see hers, and it's all on one. Not hers, ours.
Yeah, the joint,
and it's all on one account.
Side. Yeah, just like I can see my loans and stuff on the same.
Yeah. So it's all the same one. It's not like our other one, like ours, where we got a loan. So it's all on one. So I noticed the numbers changing.
But not every bank is like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, if that's a person who doesn't check the joint, they just have that $200 taken out every month.
Everything. I'm like, hold up.
But some guys are oblivious. That's trust, right? You trust in your partner, so you just I put my money in.
You know what I noticed when I throw money in there? Because I know, I knew what it was before, so I'm like, all right, let me add this so it could look like this. And if it's lower than what I remember, that's I'm like, hold up. And then you can look at the transaction history and all that other stuff. I'm like, oh no, something, it was up.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? I think that she's wrong. Yeah, and 100%. If he wants to divorce her, I'm totally behind it because it's like, I can't trust you now. We gotta get this.
I'm gonna have to square up with your brother because somebody putting that money back.
It's not even square up. It's not even square up because my thing is, I can't blame the brother. I can only blame the person who has access to my bank account.
Sure.
But your brother could ask you till you're blue in the face, but if you say no, then he gonna be $17K short.
And don't let your brother have like a addiction. Shit.
I don't know. I'm not going to go deep into the other.
Yeah, let's go to the next topic. Let's go to the next topic. We can take it. Wondering minds are wondering.
Yeah. I have questions. All right, so I'm about to play something that may be a little bit triggering. We're going to talk about toxicity in your families. All right. Do you remember the? I don't know if you were a big Disney fan growing up, or if you paid. Remember the show iCarly?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the actor. Jennette McCurdy. She was iCarly, right? Okay. And she was on the Red Table Talk. You know, I guess they getting back after the whole Will thing. They trying to get some good, topics and juices flowing. So they trying to get back in rotation. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. All right.
Okay.
She's reading an email that her mom sent her.
The email that my mom sent me. Dear Nat, I am so disappointed in you. You used to be my perfect little angel, but now you are nothing more than a little, all caps, slut, a floozy, all used up. And to think, you wasted it on that hideous ogre of a man. I saw the pictures on a website called TMZ. I saw you rubbing his disgusting hairy stomach. I knew you were lying about Colton. I had told her I was with a friend, Colton. Add that to the list of things you are. Liar, conniving, evil. You look pudgier too. It's clear you're eating your guilt. Thinking of you with this ding-dong inside of you makes me sick. Sick. I raised you better than this. What happened to my good little girl? Where did she go? And who is this monster that has replaced her? You're an ugly monster now. I told your brothers about you and they all said they disown you just like I do. We want nothing to do with you. Love, Mom. Or should I say Deb, since I am no longer your mother. P.S. Send money for a new fridge. Ours broke. The
P.S. Money for a new fridge?
Wow. There's an email that my mom.
Her mom trash, bro.
It was the P.S.
P.S.
Send money
for a new fridge.
Ours broke. After you done called me a slut, capital letters. You done called me pudgy because I'm clearly eating my
that got me.
I know. Called me all types of names. Said I was a liar. Said I was deceiving. What I said, liar, conniving, and evil. Pudgier. You're clearly eating your guilt.
The ding dong part.
Yeah, it's just like the fact you had this ding dong, you makes me sick. You're sick.
Yeah.
You're not my little girl. You're a monster, an ugly monster. And I told my brothers about you, and they disown you just like I do. We want nothing to do with you. Love, Mom, or should I say Deb, since I'm no longer your mother.
Then you asking for money?
Please send a new fridge. Ours broke. Though, if y'all could see like Jada and Willow's face, they was like with the PS, they was like,
yeah,
jaw dropped. So,
well, do you know the controversy behind that though?
Of what?
With the whole iCarly thing?
No, go ahead. You want to go ahead?
Was iCarly Nickelodeon or Disney?
Definitely. I think it was Disney.
I'm about to look it up.
I'm about to.
Because there's a situation going on with the ex-executive of Nickelodeon. Did you hear about that one?
No, you're right. It's Nickelodeon.
Yeah, so yeah, that's part of that thing. So long story short, the guy who made all these popular shows for Nickelodeon, the big time executive, kind of found out he allegedly had like this thing for feet and foot fetishes in little girls. That's why the Nickelodeon symbol's a foot. If you go back and watch iCarly, they had these episodes where they just messing with their feet, and like this dude was like a pervert.
Okay, so he had a foot fetish,
right? But also it was like he would be extra, like he would show up to set on certain days when this feet, and then he would inappropriately, allegedly touch these girls or whatever, and no one ever said something, nothing, because he's like the big boss. And now with her story, she's coming out and saying this is what I went through, and a lot of other child actors from Nickelodeon are saying the same thing. So that's the little controversy. That's what I think they were talking about on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
your
part
mom's
about
trash.
mom.
Your mom is trash.
Yo, I don't know what
I
it
want the
is.
Olsen's mom and dad because they set them up to be like, you don't hear shit about the Olsens anymore. Like they did right with their money.
Well, they did right with their money, but they was looking like fucking zombies for like 20 years.
I mean,
they looked like they were like 40 at like 22.
If I had to choose between Orlando Brown or the Olsen twins as child stars.
Yeah.
Or Raven Simone. She got her issues too.
I would rather be Raven Simone out of all three, to be quite frankly, because Raven Simone's still getting a bag from Disney.
Yeah, but you remember she said that dumb shit talking about
she had a lapse. She had a lapse. But when she cut her hair and got her black girlfriend, she got back on track.
Right.
So she had, like I said, I'm gonna say she had a lapse.
Right.
But she was going through some shit then. I mean, no celebrity is perfect. She was going through some shit right then. But she's back to normal now. She got that Disney bag check again.
Right.
You know, I'm like, if you really think about how many bags she got between her and the Olsen twins, they I feel like.
Oh no, Olsen twins got dumb money.
Yeah, they do. But from all the twin movies and all that, and then you got Raven Simone, Cosby's, fucking.
You know about their sister though too, right?
Whose sister? Oh yeah. And I didn't realize that was their sister.
Yeah.
And the girl from Marvel, the Red Witch, the Blood Witch.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Shit, what is her name?
Is it Scarlet?
Scarlet.
No. Yeah,
the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, the Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
We just watched her.
And I was looking. I was like, yo, she looks. She does look like her sisters.
Yep.
She does look like her sisters. But she don't look as crazy. She looked younger than her sisters did in some of those pictures when they look like zombies. Yeah. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, let's talk about toxicity in the family, right? Ooh. Obviously, this is a nice example of how even someone who gave birth to you can literally drain the fuck out of you, right? Yeah. Literally email you and drain you. They call you names and they can treat you like shit and then still be a leech and ask for money and ask for accessories and stuff for their house. Like, what? If I'm all this, why you want my dirty refrigerator?
Yeah.
Why do you want this and that? Nah, fuck you.
I mean, I think for some people, and I think we had this conversation like on earlier episodes, when it comes to like family ties, it's kind of hard to like create boundaries around family.
It is, but then it's not. It is initially. I will say that. But once you get fucking tired, bro. Oh,
when you're done, you're done.
When you get fed up and tired, you will stand up for yourself.
But I can also imagine with her being like a child star, she probably been taking care of her mom and her family for a very, very, very long time. And maybe this is like a reaction to her creating boundaries. Like, I'm not about to pay for this shit no more. And now they want to come at you with all this hate or this entitlement that I owe you something.
Yeah.
You better fucking get a cooler and some ice packs. I'm not buying you a refrigerator. Like, you got me fucking. You wrote me a letter.
You better go ahead and go on a 24-month payoff plan.
Yeah. Go
through Klarna, Afterpay, whatever the fuck you gotta do, and pay that shit off, because it ain't gonna be me.
Facts.
But I feel like she may have that. The reason why she probably kept on doing it for so long, and I can relate, is like you feel like they've done so much for you, right? So. I mean, and it's not bad to think that way, that they've done so much for you that you feel entitled to help your mother and your father out, because they took you to those auditions and they took you to those basketball practices. I mean, how many times have we talked about it? What do athletes and rappers do as soon as they get their first $1 million? I'm gonna buy my mom a car, I'm gonna buy my mom a house, because without them supporting me and taking me there, I wouldn't have gotten my first deal or my first break, right? But after that, it's like, all right, I done gave you $250,000. I think that covers a couple of the years,
right?
Or even if they gave him $1 million, let's say $1 million. I gave you $1 million. That should have handled way over what you did for me for the first 16, 17 years of my life.
But a lot of it could be. Do you think it's like a survivor syndrome? Like, I'm the one that made it, so I feel guilty that I made it, so I want to help everybody else out.
I think that yes, but I think we've talked about it in a season or so before. I think like, if you ever made it rich, do you feel like you need to take your whole family with you? Do you feel like you have to pay your whole family out? It's one of those type of questions.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, it's one of those type of questions. No, right. I'll take care of my mom. I will set my mother up for success, right? Like, that's all. I will set my mother up for success just like she set me up for success. Because at the end of the day, we're all adults at this point, right?
Yeah.
So if I talk about it all the time, if I hit the lottery, right? and I win $100 million, after taxes, I'm probably seeing like 50.
Nigga, we rich.
Right. After that, nigga, I'm rich. Who's we? Nigga, I'm rich. After $100 million, I'm probably
go ahead.
After my drug with friends, we out.
Hey, we gotta have better studio lights. We gonna have fucking like.
Whoa, this is done. Y'all hear it here first. If I hit the lottery, drunk with friends has come to a close. Yep, new money, new me. Fuck you, me. I'm laughing, but I'm dead ass.
I know you dead ass. That's why gonna change your number and move.
Yep. You said we go what?
Change your number and move.
Facts. Then like, where be Bahamas to eat? I don't know.
I ain't seen it since you won, man. Your guess is good as mine.
It's funny, but I'm so serious.
I know she is. That's so
anyway, that is fucked up. But hey, whatever. If I'm gonna leave my job, what sense would it make for me to still do work? This is still work.
It's not. Do what you love. Dudes have fun. I
love vacations. I love tequila. I don't love having to always do stuff. So anyway, back to what I'm saying.
It's the laziness for me.
Yeah, it is. When I get the millions up, I deserve to be fucking lazy. Fuck you, me. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. See, you got me on so many tangents. I forgot what I was about to say. But anyway,
all of us.
Facts. But like I said, when people hit their millions or whatever, they be like, "I'll take care of it." I would set my mom up for success. That's what I'm saying. I would set my mom success. All right, she got a house. I'll pay it off. That means she don't got to worry about no mortgage, right? She got a car. I'll pay her. Or she want a new car. I buy her a new car straight out. You don't got to pay no car note, right? I give you $100,000. So for property taxes for the next, let's say at least 7 to 8 years, you ain't got to worry about. Well, I hope property tax ain't that bad. I don't know how it is yet. But yeah, that's setting you up for success because you literally only have to pay for your utilities, which is out of your 100 or however spending money I gave you on the side. You also got to pay for that gas, groceries, and cable. Like, you literally have no expenses in life. Now it's up to you to use that money wisely, or next thing you know, you in fucking Philly, you in fucking Florida, you in fucking Hawaii, you decide to put that $100,000 fund that I gave you on the side and dwindle it down. That was your choice. Just like if it was reversed, your parents, God forbid anything happen, they give you this money and they give you a fund or whatever, they're like, use your money wisely.
What if my wife gives it to her brother?
Then the wife gotta go. Yo, that would piss me off, bro. Ain't no way.
Man all over give help.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Bruh. Will's about to give me a headache, bro. That shit just pissed me off all over again. Like, I don't know how that man was so calm on the radio. Because they would have had to cut beep, 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 beep. Alright, we're gonna let you go, but you still mad. Beep, beep.
What's that TikTok? So you killed her?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. And how do you feel about it? I feel fine. I feel fine. Great.
Great.
You want coffee? Fuck you, me. But that's what I'm saying, y'all. I think that sometimes I'm not going to say we as like our culture. I mean, I feel like we, period, as a people, we feel like we're indebted to parents. Like, we didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? I was just having a real deep conversation with my best friend, and I was like, yo, we didn't request to be here. And as us, it's always a transition, right? Because I'm 33.
Hey! Sounds good.
Yeah, you 45. Get the fuck off my line. I'm 33. I think Bullish, what you like, 38?
No one asked you what my age was, so
yeah, he's like 38,
no,
39.
No one asked you my age.
What? I don't know what I'm saying.
Go to your point.
My point is that when you're in your 30s, it's that transition of really becoming like adulthood, Well, at least when your parents are starting to see your adulthood, because you're in your career a good 5-7 years, right? You're buying your first house. You have a stable relationship, and if you're engaged, getting married, they're like, oh my god. They're like, yo, they're adults. I did my job. Your 20s, they're like, oh, they college students. They gonna come back home, raise my thing, da da da. But now it's like, you go 1-2 weeks. Like, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen my mom in like a month. Like, what? Because what's happening? I'm building my own family. I'm doing my own things, my own career stuff. I'm doing podcast shit. I'm doing business shit. I don't have time for other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a transition for those parents, which I feel like with iCarly, she's in that period of that transition where it's like, yo, I can't dabble off of her. I can't mooch off of her. But I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to say, and I'm going to make her feel guilty, so now she got to buy me a new fridge. The fuck? What?
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing, bro. Nah. I don't got to do shit for you. Unless I'm staying in your house. Unless I'm utilizing your resources. What?
Yeah, we got to sever these toxic family ties.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I think for a lot of us that reach out to the Christians that listen to us, that whole scripture of like honor thy father and thy mother so your days will be long, we take that Joan to serious. You know, but I think people misunderstand. You know, that was written in like whatever BC, right? Whatever BC, 900 BC, 400 BC, whatever.
Right.
But that was before people understood and valued boundaries. I can still honor my mother and my father and still tell them, hey, no, I'm not buying you that refrigerator. Yeah. Or no, I'm not lending you this money this time. Or no, I don't want to come over today. I have things to do on my own. You have to set your own boundaries as a young adult, so they can learn. Because if not, they're gonna think it's okay. Yeah. And they'll know we're not doing this. Because next thing you know, you're gonna be expecting me to do this when I got kids running around, I got a dog running around, I got this, got that. I can't drop everything at a drop of a dime just because you want attention, and then you throw a tantrum because you've never heard no before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many times have you heard parents like, oh, don't tell them no, or put them down? They be babies. Put them down. She got used to not being held all the time. It's got to be a behavior they have to learn to be told no or to be put down. Same thing with grown. And I'm telling y'all, at a certain age, the adults, your parents start acting more like children than you do. You're now the adults when they're the child.
I thought it was very nasty of her mother to mention her trauma with that guy talking about his ding dong in you and rubbing his hair. That's disgusting. I mean, it's disgusting that it happened, but your own mother throwing it in your face of this guy taking advantage of you.
Yeah. That's some next level shit. And she called her devil and conniving. You. I
would imagine she already started those boundaries because you emailed me this.
Right. So which means you have
I probably blocked your ass or something.
Yep. But you know what? I respect her for, because she tried her best to put those boundaries in place. Yeah. And honestly, there's some things that are written. It comes off so. You've been in the office where you write something and it comes off ruder or nastier than it would if you were talking on the phone. You know. And in that email, it came off exactly.
Her mother fucked up.
Her mother fucked up. So all I'm gonna say, I'm wrapped up. So let's do his last point. Is whatever situation that you have in your family with the toxicity, learn how to put those boundaries in place now. Because if not, just like her, it's going to go on for too long where they're going to expect that they can still do whatever they want to do to you and still get a return.
Yeah.
No more leeches. Burn them bitches off.
Yeah.
No more leeches to be draining you of everything that you got, everything you work hard for.
I agree.
I'm just saying that's just we gonna get the toxicity in another podcast. But I just wanted to bring up that topic. Tell me how you feel about that. Do you feel like that she should buy that fridge? I'm like, V, why are you fucking playing? But do I feel like she did? Do you feel like she should have like a sit down, maybe go do therapy with her mom and try to work things out? You let me know, because if it was me, I'd be like, fuck that bitch.
Fuck
that bitch.
You stupid.
I'm dead ass though. I'm dead ass. Cause who's gonna be one to keep on taking all that abuse? That's written abuse. And and if her mind frame was weak, man, what if she was on the edge of wanting to commit suicide or anything? Like, you never know what
triggers. Maybe the mother was trying to push her over the edge to do that, because I bet the mother probably get everything.
Hell no. I would give that drum to a church before I give it to my mother.
So I got a story.
All right, I'm listening.
So I got a little background on the story, and this, again, toxic family traits. This might be the name of the episode, toxic family traits. So I have a video of a mother cussing out her son's girlfriend.
Okay.
A
mother cussing out her son's girlfriend. Okay.
All right. Now, a social media influencer chimed in on it and said some interesting things. So I want to get your opinion. So it starts off the video of the mother cussing the girl out, and then the influencer says what she has to say. All right?
Mm-hmm. You're a dirt asshole. And you're
am I?
For my man, my son.
You're mad?
We need to have a hard sit down on why emotional incest runs rampant within our community, especially when it comes to toxic single black mothers. Because let's be real, this is how this shit goes. Your exes wasn't shit. You look down at your son and you're like, you know what? I don't want my son to grow up like these men. I'm gonna raise him into something better, which is something beautiful. But what y'all end up doing is not building a better man for somebody else. You're building a better man for you. And that's why when they grow up and start dating and having little girlfriends, fiancés, whatever, y'all want to get jealous and nasty as if that is your man. As you can see through the video, that woman knew exactly what she was saying. She knew exactly what she meant, but she slipped up and told the truth. And her seeing her son as her man is the same reason why in a lot of black households, it's the daughters that do everything, even though they get treated like shit. And the sons, they ain't got to do a damn thing. They get treated like kings. They literally get treated as if they are the man and the husband of the house. But I digress.
All right, now,
That shit was deep.
Now I want to give y'all two definitions because I like, words and I like definitions so we can have clarity.
I like words.
All right.
Clarity.
So emotional incest occurs when a parent or caregiver relies on a child for the support that an adult partner would usually provide. They may also treat the child like a romantic partner. Covert incest is different from physical incest because it does not involve sexual abuse, but it does cause harm. Now, the mother, when she made that slip up, that's called a Freudian slip. It's an unintentional error regarding as revealing the subconscious feelings. Now, the reason why I said this is because, one, I think the influencer, she's on point.
100,000% on point.
I think she brought up two different points. The one
You sent
point,
that in our DM? I gotta send that to somebody. That was good.
yeah, it's on there. So the one point was, the mothers raising their sons and treating them like they're their partner, and the second point I think was separate, where I guess the daughters are having to do everything and getting treated like shit. And then where I thought the fraudulent slip came in was I can totally see the mother cussing out her actual ex-boyfriend or ex-husband's baby mothers or girlfriends or whoever she cheated with the same way. So it brought her back to that place, and she was like, "You're not going to da with my son," because she probably done cussed out his dad. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. What's your opinion?
Can I just, bruh, I got so much to unpack. I know, not enough time. First of all, shout out to this influencer. Because this TikTok person, she was fucking on point. On point. So much that I honestly want to hear it again. She was so freaking fracking on point.
Freaking fracking.
Yeah. Because, yeah. I
felt that. I felt
it. I mean, when she kept on saying that, I was just like, ooh. Ooh.
Another one.
Ooh.
Shots.
First of all, I agree with the fact that you've been through so much in your life, so you try to raise your son to be not like the men that you dated in your past or dealt with in your past, right? And like you said, that's beautiful, that's outstanding. Until the point when you have grown him up to be so much that you get so connected to him that you feel like he's your man. So therefore now every woman that he brings to the door you don't approve of. You're stopping him, not good enough and don't approve of. Kind of remind me of that movie. What was that? Jumping the Broom. Anybody see that movie? I'm saying it like y'all right here, right? Jumping the Broom with Paula Patton. I think Mike Epps was in it. My girl Loretta Devine was in it.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah. So it's basically a story. They jump in a broom. They fell in love in like 3 months, right? It's something quick, fast, or whatever. And the mom kept on like digging and didn't approve of stuff. Mike Epps was Loretta Devine's brother. It was like, you better stop. You gonna stop because you over here making a mess for no reason. The boy's happy. Let it go. And it was to the point where she messed up things so bad that sis was like, Paula Patton was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done.
Right.
Oh, I can't forget who's in it. Angela Bassett's in it. I mean, come on, like it's a really good movie. Check it out. It's a really good black family movie. And it's just the fact of these mothers hold so tight to these kids. Like, oh, you don't know how to do this for the, like, bro, are you fucking your son? Because that shit happens. Real life. Let's not act like regular incest don't happen.
Right.
Let's not act like regular incest don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of that emotional incest, that thing, that hit deep.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you won't even let your own son be happy and try to find something good. Nothing's gonna be good. That woman could have had a PhD in medicine, in English, in fucking chemistry, and you'd be like, no, you too nerdy. Like, okay. Then you come in here with somebody with no degrees, you'd be like, oh, you're not smart enough. Come here with light skin, oh, she not dark enough. Dark skin, oh, she not bright. Like, bro, who are you? And then I gotta watch the video because I want to see what the mom look like. Because I'll be looking at the mom like, bitch, you.
Well, yeah, you would barely see the mom because the son is like standing
right
between
there,
trying to block his mom from trying to fight the girl.
That's out of pocket, bro.
No, it's bad.
It's out of pocket, bro. Like, but you know what? I feel like this isn't our generation thing. I don't see our generation thing. I don't see this being us. This is older generation. The single mom raising by themselves without a community, without a tribe. This is a single mother who had no tribe. And the only person she had was her and her son. That was it. She didn't have no other life outside of her son. She put her whole life, which is not a problem, but you gotta have a healthy balance. You gotta have a life outside of your family.
I find it triggering when I see like women's posts on Instagram or like their profile and says, "My son is my king." No, he's not.
Yeah, no.
He's your son. He's your prince.
Yeah.
Why are you putting your son on this pedestal?
Right.
That's a red flag for me.
Yeah, but I think what happened, it was meant to be in a good way. You know, like people say stuff in a good place, but they don't think it through. Yeah. Like, so your son's making a decision in your home, you're making him feel like that you kind of so like baby boy, right? Yeah. When she found Vin Rhymes, he felt like he was the king of the house, so he wasn't accepting. When a big dog came through, it was like, yo, I'll fuck your ass up, but I gotta bring you down to humble you to realize, like, I love your mother, and I got your back too. So if you let me.
I was talking to my wife about this. She was just like, no, because I found it interesting, because I kind of like to pick her brain about certain stuff. She was like, it's true in that case, but it's also true in the reverse. How many of these single dads or these dads have daughters and turn them into like a housewife? Like, you're going to cook, you're going to clean, you're going to do this for me, you're going to do that. Treat them like that's their like wife emotionally. I'm not talking about like, you know, physically. But then when the daughter starts dating, oh, you can't date till this ridiculous age. Or you need to concentrate on school and forget these boys. You gotta da-da-da. You do your homework, cook, clean when I get home, da-da-da-da. So it's done in both cases. I seen it in both cases.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, both of them are bad.
Both of them are bad. Okay?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like in our community, let's say, I just said generation, right? I don't feel like this applies so much to our generation. Maybe a few cases, but I feel like the generation before us, like our parents' generation, it's more prevalent in that generation. And the reason why I say that, I feel like the whole dad thing, the example you just brought up, I feel like that's more of a, I hate to say it, I've never heard of that so much in the black community. I haven't. I've heard more of that like in the Spanish community. I've heard more of in the Caucasian community, where it's like, especially the Catholic Cajun community. I'm Cajun, Lord. Caucasian community. And I made y'all spicy.
They appreciate it.
Yeah, right. A little zest. I never heard about it. But yeah, the Catholic fathers, single fathers, I've heard of those situations where it's like, my one baby, Tiffany, she's an angel. She cooks, she cleans, she da-da-da. And they never feel like no guy comes before, and you're not allowed to get married. Yeah. And the person that you get married to, I'm choosing. You know, but in our black community, I've heard from my moms and my aunts and uncles, like, grandpa said we weren't grown till we were 40. I've heard that you're not grown till you're 40. Yeah. And I gotta see who you dated, which I don't feel is a bad thing for a father. I feel like it's the bare minimum for a father to know who his daughter is dating, get a feel for them so they can make sure their daughter is safe. You know what I'm saying?
But what about the possessive part of it? I feel like it's possessive on both parts, because remember we had that story with T.I. checking his daughter hymen.
That was fucking crazy.
That possessiveness.
Yes, it is crazy. That's a good example. I forgot about that. So I guess yes, I have heard of examples. I retract my statement, but I've heard more of stories like that in the white community.
Yeah.
But like you said, that whole hymen thing was out of pocket.
Out of pocket, 100%.
But flip the switch, whatever, flip it. And Rabusi, he was like, fuck it, I don't care who do anything. My son getting his dick sucked at like 12 years old.
Oh yeah, you're not about to be gay. I'm gonna hire this prostitute to fuck you. Come on, man.
Like, that's the complete opposite. Like, you don't give no fucks. So, like, it's just a whole bunch of different examples how
I think that's another discussion. If parents so obsessive of their
kids
sexuality or their
bisexual or asexual or whatever sexual they want to be.
That's a deeper conversation.
That's another conversation. But I feel like this whole emotional incest is seriously a problem.
Have you ever dated a guy that was like that? As far as like his mom being overbearing?
Never. Mother being overbearing? Never. Yeah, I remember I'm from the hood. There's no mom like that.
That was a hood mom.
I mean, she may have been
Watch the video.
She probably was a fighter mom, but I'm from North Philly. Everybody's in the same struggle. It's no entitlement of I feel better than you or you're not good enough for my son when nigga you are in the same hood as me. You can't tell me you better than me when we both on EBT or we both going to the same fucking corner store getting a fucking Philly cheesesteak with fucking fries and fucking day soda. And you right next to me, getting spam. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. My mom never let me eat spam. But you over here buying spam.
Did that change when you like went to college though?
What?
As far as like dating guys and their relationship with their mothers?
Oh, I never dated nobody seriously in college.
Okay, never mind. I don't remember y'all niggas.
I remember them vaguely.
Barely. Wasn't impressive.
Hey, what a time to be alive. I mean, I'm serious. I didn't date nobody seriously to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm going to meet your mom. And honestly, if I look back, I've told people this plenty of times over my life span. There were some really good guys that wanted to date me in college, but I just didn't want to be. I could name like 4 or 5 off the top of my head. Really good guys. Whenever I met their parents. And stayed over, all that stuff. They loved me, but I was not on that level. I knew where I was mentally, and I just wanted to be a free bird. Like, I was college, I'm at HBCU. Yeah, we can chill out. We go to the movies. You can take me out, but a title? Yeah, got a flat tire. You can come fix it. Yeah, okay. Nah, title. I don't know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? Nah.
He was a savage back. That's what I'm hearing. She been fuck nigga free since 08.
No bullshit. I mean, until 2017, when I met my boyfriend, who's like my fiance. Until 2016, actually.
I just started this hot girl shit. She been doing it.
And even with looking at some of these, we was talking about a week or two ago when people getting flued out and shit. I was like, yo, I wasn't doing it right. I thought I was doing it pretty well, but apparently I missed a cue or two. But you know what? I feel like the people back then didn't have the bread like the people do now. It's a whole different entrepreneurship vibe and wave now.
There's way more
TikTok, all the shit that's for profiting, people getting revenue on the side. Like, it's different now. But I was doing that shit out. But then I was like, I did get flew out a couple times. You know, I did lose something right. But yeah, anyway, y'all tell us how y'all feel about
facts. We're gonna play it. I'm gonna see if I can put this clip in there on the YouTube.
Yes, please.
I'll figure it out. But
I'm gonna put it on the side of the little video.
Where can they find this video?
They can find us everywhere on Google.
Literally,
Google us, baby. And that's a real song. It's called "Google Me, Baby." It's about that girl. What's the girl name?
Mama. Was it Lil Mama?
No, I thought it was the other one who was always hating on Rihanna. What's the dark skin girl name?
Dark skin girl.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Google Me, Baby. I thought it was Lil Mama's chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side.
It may be, but I thought it was the other one.
Google Me, Baby.
Yeah, it's a song. Google Me, Baby.
No, it's a song.
Who is it?
Tiana Taylor.
It's Tiana Taylor?
That's her song.
I didn't know it was Tiana Taylor. Well, I digress. I love Tiana Taylor. That's not who I thought it was.
Yeah, it was Tiana Taylor.
Okay, that's not who I thought it was then. I'm sorry. It's the other girl who always problematic. I don't like her.
Was it Kiala?
No. The one who was like Rihanna took her style. And
I don't know that.
don't you remember when Beyonce just came out with her album? She was problematic, talking about that. I've been doing house music and
Azalea Banks.
Yes, that's who I thought it was. I can't stand Azalea Banks. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I'm always supportive of our black women sisters and Azalea Banks.
She's a narcissist.
She had problems with everybody. Riri, Beyonce, Cardi, Nicki, everybody. She's just like a problematic individual. And why?
She's
Kanye. She got problems with Kanye. Yeah, she is. But at least Joe Budden is prosperous. This mother. Anyway, guys, you can find us Google Play, Castbox, Alexa, iTunes, of course YouTube, Pandora, everywhere. Google's hit our link in our bio on Instagram and Facebook at Drunk with Friends with a Z. Make sure you always take a shot at the beginning, always take a shot at the end. And if your phone goes off, I mean, we can't tell. But if you want to take extra one for a little razzle dazzle, take a third shot with us. With that being said, we got to pour these shots. You poured yours. You didn't pour mine. What kind of partnership? This is why when I hit the millions, I'm leaving your ass.
I don't touch wine.
Y'all have a good one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, he's spilling. Foul. Another shot.
You don't want this guy.